Let's go. It's not random. What's up, everyone? At least I hope I'm live. I should be. Am I live? I should be. At least hopefully. Should be live. There we go. I am live. What's up, everyone? It's been a minute. It has been a hot minute since I have streamed. And I'm glad to be back. Have you bought Omi? I am actually very, very soon. I've already put in a few $100 into my Coinbase, and that cash is like already cleared. So now I need to go do all the other stuff. I do have a friend that's going to show me how to do it. He's done it quite a few times. So he's going to show me how to do it eventually, probably like later today, if not tomorrow. Let's see. So make sure everything is working as intended. Yep, so just like nothing happened. Veve Puski, what's up? Yo, let's go. Market vibe check. Sheesh, been a long time, my guy. Smarty Pants, what's up? Welcome back. Wow, no way. Farid, what's up? Daniel Marquez, always in the community. Pixel Trader saying exciting times for us. Yeah, a lot of stuff's going on, like recently. Like this last like week or so. There's been a lot of market activity, a lot of stuff going on. We got, gosh, gosh, all that Hulk stuff that happened a few days ago. We have the Gwen Stacy comic that happened. We have the Veve logo. We have the waitlist drop thing. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on. Delilah, what's up? Vibin', I love it. OG vibes. What's up, Tito? Have you bought Omi? But yeah, Justin, so I just put in some money like a week ago. So once it cleared, that's all that stuff's there. Vibe Tribe represent. Thank you, Pixel Trader. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I'm honestly, I would not be surprised if a lot of people stop becoming members or whatever. I totally don't blame you. I was totally MIA for like a good month and a half. Mostly due to work and just being busy with that and a few other things, but so glad the stream is working well. Kind of wanted to jump around, take a look at the market. This is my login, or to say like my account. So a couple things we're gonna look at today. I've actually never used VMate before. Ever since that ecomi wiki stopped working, I needed to find another platform, or at least like another website. I do know that NFT Tracker is great. I haven't used it that much. That close. I don't even think I have a login. Like, it's honestly, the website's so awesome that you could just basically be free or just basically never log in, and you can still get a ton of information on like what's up, what's down, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to VMate, I've actually never used it. I know VV Vault kind of is like sponsored by them and all that stuff, and he's, you know, he kind of swears by how good it is. So we're gonna kind of like play with it today. To be honest, I've never used it. I think I tried to use it on the app a little bit like months ago. Become a pro, okay, maybe not. Like months ago, but just never cared to try and like really understand it or like explore it for the most part. What up, vibes? Happy to see you back. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, it's glad to be back. Like, I've been meaning to stream and kind of get back into it again. Just been busy with my job and all that stuff, but like recently, kind of like all the stress of like trying to get a promotion is kind of like past now. So it's like I've got promoted my job, so all that new training and all that stuff is going to be happening in a few days on Tuesday. So now that all that's kind of done, I'm like, cool, now I can actually like go back to like having fun and streaming and all that instead of being busy. Let's see here. Yeah, I haven't used this at all, so I wouldn't even know like how to navigate this. It says rarity, common, uncommon, default, A through Z, price, high, low, low mint. Kind of curious what they mean by low mint. I really like the fact that you can actually look up like low mints. I'm assuming low mints means, entirely sure what like low mints in this scenario mean. If you guys have any ideas at least like how Veve works, or if you guys use it yourself, I would love to hear it. Kind of like this auction tab too. I guess there's certain features that you can only get if you are premium as well. I'm also curious how often VMate actually updates. I know ecomi.wiki updated like pretty much every hour, like on the hour. So I'm not sure how often VMate updates. I don't think too often, but totally giving it, man. What have you been up to in the market? Honestly, liquidating some stuff that I've just like I just don't really care for anymore. Mostly because I still don't have an AF-15. Kind of like more recently, I've been getting back into comics. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like on Twitter, I've been posting. Let's see if I can find my Twitter. There it is. Just kind of like posting some pictures of myself with just some comics that I bought recently. I actually landed a legendary. Pixel Trader got one too, but I actually landed a legendary not action comics showcase. Showcase number 4, first appearance of Barry Allen as the Flash, which is my favorite DC character. If you guys are ever wondered, that's my favorite DC character is the Flash, at least the Barry Allen version. But I've been buying some comics recently, mostly facsimiles. You know, you can see Iron Man and X-Men #1, stuff like that. But some of them were actually like the real comic books when they were released, like this first appearance Morph. I just love these Wolverine covers. I got Tomb Raider because I played it a lot as a kid, and then X Factor. I think this is 71, like the first appearance of like the new X Factor team. I got it because I remember like reading cards, or when I was younger, seeing cards of them and all that stuff, and I was like, okay, they seem kind of cool. But I do feel like if they ever do like an actual X Factor team in the MCU or something like that, they'll probably do this team. I would imagine. I also did land the SR Scorpion, first appearance of Scorpion, on the drop. So it's been a while, and I'm actually really glad I got that because for I think the last like 5 or 6 Grail comics, either I didn't land the drop or I always landed the uncommon, which is of course the cheapest version. So I feel like I was getting really unlucky. And then the gauntlet and all that stuff. So, but at least like moves in the market. I got really lucky and actually landed the ultra rare. Let me actually zoom in here. I actually landed the ultra rare stamp on the drop. I haven't bought the others yet. Like I'm on the fence now of like, all right, do I want to buy the rest of the stamps for like, I don't know, 15, 20 gems and just hold the set until the airdrop happens? Or do I want to just sell this and just get my 40 gems now, just take the free profit? I'll probably end up buying the rest of the set. I'm actually kind of curious to see if people are still just gambling on this. The buy now is still here. About 350. It's been going down actually. I do feel like maybe in a couple days, I feel like people are actually going to stop gambling on this, or at least like that's when it'll sell out, and then prices could reverse a bit. But I'll probably end up at least some point tonight. Probably buy the rest of these, just complete the set, get the airdrop. Obviously the prices are going to absolutely tank after the airdrop, but that's just how it usually goes. Tony, I did go for the drop. Sorry if I'm kind of behind on chat. I did go for the drop, and I got super lucky. I got the ultra rare on drop. Buy one on stream. Let's see. Oh, like an actual what's it called? Like the actual blind box drop? I don't know. 1 in 13 chance is pretty good. I want to test my luck. People say the Flash movie is incredible. Huh. Even though, what's his face? I forgot the actor's name that plays as the Flash. Even though he's a bit of a crazy person IRL. I just bought a 9.8 of Strange Academy. I've been going for comics too. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I was actually looking for Strange Academy at some of my local comic shops. I've been on a little bit of like a local comic shop like kicker recently. I would say like the last yeah, buy one on stream. That's right. Ezra Miller. That's what it is. Ezra Miller. Yeah. He's a lot of drama surrounding him, at least like coming up to towards the movie and stuff like that. You can do it, everyone. Give him good vibes. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But no, like I'll have to check it out. Is it because they brought back, oh my god, what's his name? Is it because they brought back Michael Keaton as Batman? I mean, he's in the trailer. It's not really much of a spoiler. I mean, they pretty much flaunt him in the trailers. So I got mine on eBay for $115. Nice. Yeah, so far this is actually, I'll show you guys really quick. Probably you guys, a lot of you guys have probably seen it already. A lot of you guys have probably seen this already. I mean, this is like my little crappy little comic collection as of today. We can just get the facsimiles out of here for the most part. This is actually one I won from Michael Campa. It was a facsimile AF-15, and I won it in this live stream. He's actually giving away a 9.8 Ultimate Fallout comic, I think tomorrow on Veve Arcade stream, so you guys should definitely check that out. But he gives away like really good comics. I don't know how much that AF-15 facsimile is, but I know it's not, you know, it's not a $2 $3 thing. And then of course I had to get that comic. I got this one a while ago. That was actually like the first time I went. Then Jubilee, of course, then Deadpool. These are yada. A lot of you guys have probably already seen this before, and this one is the 9.4, like first appearance of Batman Who Laughs. His like first full appearance. Actually, it's kind of hard to see. Teen Titans, number 12. And then I mostly got these. These are the most recent ones I got. I really like this Wolverine one. I know I just showed you guys a picture of this, but I really like that Wolverine one. It's almost like he's like cutting down the side of the like cover. I really like that art. X Factor. These are all the ones I already showed you guys. And then this, actually, I forgot I had this. This is like a 3-pack. I haven't even opened this yet, but it's like a 3-pack comics. This comic mystery bundle, 3 for $2. I was like, whatever. I think it's because there was like a discount or something. I had to like get over like 20 bucks. Maybe I'll open this right now. I'm just kind of curious what's in here. Ezra's laughing because the movie is so good he's untouchable. I don't know about that. I mean, if he has a good performance and all that stuff, but I mean, I could totally appreciate, I can separate the artist from the craft. At least I think I can. Buy a SR Peter Parker, please. Why, is yours on the floor? I know there's been someone told me there's like a trend. Not a trend, but there's supposed to be some like maybe not like a hashtag necessarily, but some people think that Miles Morales SR is going to surpass, or no, UR is going to surpass like SR Spider-Man. SR Peter Parker. Is yours at the floor, Justin? But dude, Miles Morales has been huge recently. I think he's definitely had a resurgence like recently because of the Gwen Stacy comic. Dude, he's pushing 1,000 right now. That's kind of nutty. And I think it's because there's 1,000 mints. Yeah, there's exactly 1,000 mints of ultra rare Miles, and there's also 1,000 mints of Peter Parker Spider-Man, the SR version. So I think some people were saying like, oh, is SR or like the UR eventually going to flip the SR? Because the SR has been kind of kicking around 3.5 to like $5,000 recently. That's kind of where it's been at. Or I realized I just wasn't even showing my screen at all. I apologize. I meant to be showing this. Actually, I kind of want to hide this so you guys can actually see. get rid of these. There we go. So you guys can actually see. Should be zooming out. Yeah, so SR Spider-Man's at 5.3 right now. And then Miles. Dude, I'm so glad they fixed that like search function thing. Like you or Miles, they both have 1,000 mints. So I don't know if you are Miles is actually gonna flip SR Spider-Man. But you never know. What is this other comic? Okay, so this one's just called Jack. Jack 15, never heard of it. And then Scout. Don't know. Oh well. My guess is the script is good. Keaton, he pulled crazy shit when he was here in Hawaii. Yeah. Ezra went nuts about a mile from me and oh, in Hawaii, yeah. The Axe Bar, another place. But I'm excited to see Keaton though, yeah. That seems to be the case. Let me catch up with chat. I'm like way behind. And in Vermont. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice, congrats on that win. I remember. Dude, Michael, what's up, dude? Dude, that's nuts. And dude, thank you, Fun of the Sun, so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Dude, you're giving away a not AF15, jeez. Ultimate Fallout tomorrow. That's nuts. So I definitely got to be there on that stream and try and like snipe the chat. If I can get an AF15 plus, if I can get first appearance of Miles and first appearance of AF15, at least like the facsimile version, that'd be awesome. I don't know how to pronounce this. You from Hilo? I'm from Waimea? I'm probably butchering how to pronounce that. I bet we all love the Flash. Yeah, dude, I love the Flash. He's definitely my favorite superhero. I think he just has like the most unique abilities, and he's not, I don't know. I feel like we have way too many just versions and stories and stuff of like Batman, and Superman, and Spider-Man, just like too many rewritten stories and like a million different angles. I mean, with Flash too, I mean, he can go back in time, but Grant Gustin is awesome as the Flash in the TV series. Is that the gosh, what's it called? God, it's gonna kill me. I don't remember the name of the show, but I know which one you're talking about. I think I used to watch that a lot. I've seen Teen Titans 12 and 9.6 and 9.8. Hell yeah. That was like my first graded comic ever. So I actually got that as a gift for Christmas, so. Looks like you're getting heavier IRL comics. There is a Funko comic cover with that Wolverine comic. Oh, really? Yeah, I've definitely liked Wolverine. Wolverine's definitely one of my favorite, probably my favorite, like Marvel character. I know it's kind of basic to say that because I feel like a lot of people like him, but really, some people say the Flash movie is like the best superhero movie ever made. Wow, that is interesting. All right, now I know I feel like I really have to watch it. So if it's half that good, yeah, either that or people are so starved for like a really, really good DC movie since like what, Dark Knight? I don't know, like maybe it's just been so long people are like, I'll just take anything at this point. Have you seen the new Across the Spider-Verse movie? I've not, actually. I've not seen it, so I do need to watch that. I want him to catch you up. Okay. We're not coming into a great time in this realm? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of like kind of a lot of talks. I hang out in a lot of spaces and I get a lot of word of mouth from people in the community that listen to other smarter people in Wales and people that do a lot of like market analysis stuff, not just like Veve, but just like in real life. And I think from what I've heard, it sounds like we, you know, right now market's recovering a bit because the whole debt ceiling was raised on Friday, of course, like the very last minute. And I don't know, this could be kind of like that bull trap that some people are kind of like talking about. We'll see. But sounds like things could get a little bit worse for a little bit longer until things get better, maybe towards the end of this year. Who knows? No one really knows. But Miles is crazy, man. I got an SR on drop and been holding, completed the set like 2 months after. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, dude, even then, like Miles is one of those few like collectibles that's been consistently just going up and up and up and up in price. Like, I don't think it ever went down. It's not like Luke where it like people played it like started high, then started going down and down, like especially the rare, like went like below retail and and then now it's like way above it. Like Miles just the drop started high, then like just kept on going higher, if I remember right. Yes, Hilo. Okay. Vibes closest one so far, so good. On you trying? No, thanks. It's like when people say this, Hilo, it kind of reminds me of this. A lot of people say like Gila Monster. It's actually Gila Monster. I mean, we have him here in Arizona, so. Anyone else planning on completing the Veve logo sets tomorrow? Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to talk about today. Welcome back. Did you buy any of the Nike NFTs? No, I did not. I don't really mess around with anything too much outside of like Veve or DC, like Palm. Don't really mess with like, not really mess with it, but like if anything involves like a heavy amount of crypto, I'm either just not too familiar with it or I just can't. I don't know. Like even now, someone was asking me earlier if I've like bought Omi yet, and I'm like, technically no, but I'm like, I have my money set up to do it like literally later tonight or tomorrow. It's like been that long. I actually really haven't messed with crypto all that much, so. Can you believe no snakes in Hawaii and no rabies? Well, I would assume I've only been to Hawaii once, no, twice. One time I was really young. The second time was for football, so that was a bit of a different experience. But I assume you guys are very, very strict with your regulations, like bringing in animals and plants and food and other creatures and stuff like that. So it's probably good to keep it that way. Like no snakes, no rabies. I'm loving the Spider-Man 29.99 comic coming soon. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like he seems like a kind of a cool character. Like the comic covers like look really cool. Like the comic covers look really cool, but it's all just kind of like low value because I assume he's not super popular. It's also pretty recent or like pretty new, like in the 90s, right? 9.6 goes for like 120, but that cover looks really, really cool. And I know he's in the like the Spider-Verse thing too, so I'm sure he's gonna be pretty popular. That's definitely a comic I want to get a few of. One thing I do regret not doing a bit more of is stacking more of this Edge of Spider-Verse Gwen Stacy. I really wanted to like get it ultra rare for like 40, 45. Then I hesitated, and now it's at like 73 last I checked. Will it pull up if I type in? No, because it's not technically called Gwen, right? It's called Edge of Spider-Verse. The market. Dude, I'm so glad they fixed. And dude, the SR, I remember this thing ran up to like 650, 700 at one point. It was pretty nuts. Yeah, this at least it's down to 66. I would say if this gets below like 45, 50, I might pull the trigger because I actually do really like that ultra rare cover a lot. That pink background. I do like the white as well. I remember this was going for like 13 gems at one point. I just think I couldn't pull the trigger on a lot of stuff because I was at like literally at work going for these drops, and like I have to be on the phones and take calls and all that stuff, help people with orders. But yeah, there's a lot of comics I still do not have on Veve, and I think what I'm trying to do is trying to sell a lot of the collectibles I just don't care for, or I think that the comics I'm going to buy are actually going to surpass the value of the things I currently have. Like I still don't have Fantastic Four #1, Fantastic Four #5. I still don't have AF-15. I still don't have basically a lot of these like Grail comics. Let's see the store comics. Like a lot of the early comics that were just like really, really expensive, like 9 months to like a year ago. Like I just kind of told myself, like, I'm just going to wait. Like I'm not in a huge hurry. And as Veve was doing less and less and less mints, I'm like, I do feel like these are going to keep going down and down and down with enough time. So I kind of waited on those comics to actually to buy one. I think like now is a pretty good time. I mean, you could probably wait a bit longer. I'm pretty sure the drop was only payable with card. Oh, okay. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, I probably could have gone for it. Stoked for 20.99 as well. Yeah, isn't he like part vampire or something too? Like 20.99, like that Spider-Man. If that's the case, that's super cool. I thought he was like part vampire or something like that as well. But he kind of has like a really unique story, and obviously a really unique look too, right? Have you heard from Rob? I have not, to be honest. I haven't reached out to him or Dino or anybody like that like in a while. I've been kind of recluse for a bit. I know Dino hit me up, and same thing with my collectibles a little while ago. But I just been busy with work, and or like the times I do have time off, I'm kind of more focused on like working out and doing other things, hanging out with friends that I've been kind of like avoiding while I was like really busy with Veve. Like I think during that kind of like whole bull run and like that good like first half or like that good portion of like 2022, I was doing a ton of Veve stuff. I kind of wasn't hanging out with my friends or doing much stuff like at all. And now that's kind of like flipped, where I'm like trying to hang out with them and do stuff. And now that I have like a steady job, spending more time with them. But now I'm starting to find a bit more balance with my job, so now I can kind of stream more. So yeah, so like all these comics. So actually, I do have a Marvel Comics. Someone gifted it to me for a giveaway a long time ago, but this was like literally the day before they turned off trades. So I still have this comic. I haven't sold it. I still have my Marvel Comics #1, but I do have this. So I do not have Fantastic Four #1. I don't have Amazing Spider-Man #1. I don't have a Kang common. I have a Kang uncommon. I think I have an Uncanny X-Men. I don't know. There's like a lot of like, and I don't have a Daredevil #1. There's a lot of like Grail comics I still don't own yet, just because I just waited, because I just felt like there were just way too much money at the time. I thought there was like another one. There's like a couple other comics I just kind of like waited. I was like, these are comics I want to, and AF-15, of course. I'm like, these are comics I do want to own eventually. I just don't. I just think they're a bit not overpriced, but they're just a bit high right now. I got an ultra rare on drop, and I also have the real comic that I just bought when it was released years ago. Nice. I got 2 UR of Gwen Stacy on drop. Later bought the SR. Hell yeah, dude. I got a common and uncommon, which is pretty standard for me. Then I ended up buying, I think, 2 more commons in the market. Then I got busy with work, so I couldn't snipe anymore. The next thing I knew, I'm like, oh wow, these things I bought for like, you know, 7, 8 gems are now up to like 12, I think, at one point. And now it's gone back down a little bit, the commons. Oh, that basically 12 right now. So it's just crazy that that the secret rare is worth more than some even Grail secret rares. Like even, gosh, even this comic that I have, secret rare, like even Avengers 4, it's 120 gems right now. And I realize it has 30,000 editions total. And I think the Gwen Stacy one has 10,000, but still I'm like, which ones are worth a bit more in real life? But Gwen Stacy's the new hotness, right? I got SR Gwen Stacy on drop, but I can't accept that it's going for more than true grails like Doctor Doom's FA, Comic Fantastic Four #5, which is only 500 right now. Hype and FOMO are quite the sight to see. Yeah, I was like, it's actually fun. I just read that comment right now, but that's exactly what I was kind of getting at. I'm like, dude, Avengers #4, this thing is like beating it out, like price-wise, like by 4x. Maybe not 4x, but like by like 3x. It's kind of nutty. It could settle down. But I don't know. There's a lot of people that are speculating. There's a lot of people that, I mean, realistically, all you need is what? 2, 3 whales to like really like this comic or this character and think that like they're going to be a huge part of the future. One thing that the Gwen Stacy Spider-Man does have, like I said, is just the low mints, like just 10,000, right? Versus even 30,000. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to grab a second FF15 or Fantastic FF5 SR. Now that I said that, I bought one at $1,000 so I could cost average it. Exactly. Not half vampire, he's half spider DNA, which is why he got the thing. Oh, okay. Literally you saying that gave me the idea to sell my SR going for F Fantastic 4 or 5. Fang. Oh, he's got fangs. Okay, I was like, what? Which is why he got the thing. Yeah. He has half spider DNA. Okay, so he's like more spider than like vampire. Did any of you guys go for the what's it called, Happy Tree Friends drop? I just completely skipped it. I had a good feeling it was just going to be one of those typical drops where basically 80% of the value, maybe not 80%, 75% of the value is all just crowded around the SR. The ultra rare will probably have like 15%, and the other 10% is with the other two things. Sounds pretty standard for Veve though. One thing I did want to look at though was the Veve logos. So tomorrow we're getting the Veve logos. Like, how do you guys feel about this? I don't own a gold and silver logo, so I'm like, cool, any opportunity to get a logo. To be honest, I think the logos that are going to do the best is, of course, this one. I think in a weird way, tomorrow's going to be a bit of a bloodbath because, like, we're doing a waitlist drop. I think some people might not get it. You know, people that are usually able to hit the drop aren't going to get it tomorrow. And they're going to be like, oh, shit, now I need to go buy one in the secondary. I don't know how much these will go for in the secondary. Like, part of me wants to say, like, oh, it's going to go up to, like, 50 gems. But, like, it would not surprise me if, like, a bunch of whales were like, we want to own all the Veve logos. There's only 1,000 with the original logo. Like, I want 1,000. I could totally see this getting up to, like, 150, 200, too. Like, it would not surprise me at all whatsoever. Maybe even higher. This series here, where there's actually a blind box, and you can get any of the three, I think, obviously, the secret rare and the original blue logo are going to do the best. Like, I don't think this is, I mean, this is almost as scarce as the gold and silver. Gold and silver has 500 mints, and God knows how many actual cards are left or anything like that. I think David has said like 5 or 6 times, like, oh, we don't have any more cards yet. People are still getting cards. I don't know how recent that was, but yeah, there's only 777, or technically 687 of this secret rare. And odds are there's probably going to be utility eventually. Like, this is Veve's IP. This is their platform. They can do whatever they want. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, Veve logo set holders get another logo, or they get a wait list, or like a whitelist for this or that. Like, who knows, right? I'm really excited for the logo. I'm gonna try my best to complete the set, but like, odds are, like, if I don't get the secret rare, I mean, the secret rare is gonna, I think it's gonna go easily for north of $1,000. I don't know if you guys have any like price predictions for it or anything like that. I really don't like and I think this one, because this is, oh, you know what, now that I look at it, like, okay, so this is the original logo, but this is, why is the, okay, so why is it light blue and white? So it goes like blue white, but this is white blue, and this says the Veve logo. Interesting. So why is this you guys notice that there's like, why is this white blue or blue white? That's kind of what I'm curious about. I skipped it as well. Did you go for the Flash comic this week? I did. Actually, let me show you guys my okay, so this is actually my DC, my personal DC collectibles. I know we're kind of jumping around here, guys. This is my first time I've streamed in a while, so I'm just like all over the fucking place, so just bear with me. I actually landed a legendary on drop, and I was stoked, so I tweeted about it. I landed a legendary on drop. I still think this is like criminally like undervalued. I mean, last I checked, this was like 350. Collections. I do like how they organize this now, even though it's kind of hard to tell like what's considered, like, if you're not a comic book collector, you have no idea which one's legacy and which one's modern. But I guess this is better. Marvel Showcase, or Marvel Showcase, good God. DC Showcase number 4. This is going for 320 right now. It's just crazy how this is like one of the most notable Justice League first appearance comics like ever, and he's going for like 300. Go for it. I mean, regardless of what Gwen settles at, we can say FF5 is a safe bet at this price, no matter what, and we have the historical price data to go off of for it. True. Looks nice to my, ooh, that is true. I mean, if you got a Ultimate Fallout and then you got the new comic, I already forgot the name of it. The Gwen Stacy one. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. If you got them close together, that's a good look. That's definitely a good look. Yeah, I got on drop, but won't sell anyway. But that Doom is too cheap in general. Keep an eye on it. Yeah. I haven't really been like hunting SRs. Like, I really should be. Hey, I just don't have the capital to like go after it. But so far, every secret rare I've landed, I really haven't sold yet. I think I've only sold one secret rare. Actually, kind of reminds me, how much is my Scorpion going for? I think it's been like around, yeah, it's been around this price for a while. Like 180 to like 220. Kind of like, it's been going up and down for a bit. I don't know, I do think this could like push 300, like give it enough time. Like Scorpion is one of the more like notable villains. Not the most popular, but obviously he's like a notable villain for Spider-Man. Yo, I totally agree. Undervalued, yeah. So I've actually had like a really lucky week now that I think about it. Like I landed Secret Rare like last like, I don't know, like 10 days or whatever. Like I got Secret Rare Scorpion on drop, Secret Legendary Flash on drop. I got the UR stamp on the drop. So I pretty much got the highest rarity of like my last few drops. So I've been pretty lucky. But eventually my goal is to get AF15, FF1, FF5, like all those grails that I've been just like holding off of for literally over a year. Like I've been holding off on buying those for like a year and a half at this point. Only Scorpion I want on the app is Mortal Kombat, right? Dude, this even kind of looks like him. Like this whole outfit. Like, you can't tell me. I know I'm zooming in like a lot here, but like you can't tell me like this outfit right there kind of looks like Scorpion, at least Reptile, right? I mean, that literally looks like the same outfit that like Reptile would. It wouldn't surprise me if this outfit kind of like maybe influenced that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But Mortal Kombat would be really awesome. I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero would obviously be like the most valuable ones. Of course, people would want Liu Kang, Shang Tsung, Kung Lao, like all the usual characters. Kitana, Oraka. Gosh, it's been a while since I've like played Mortal Kombat. Did you guys ever play Lotto Ticket is next, right vibes? Dude, I really should go buy it. I never buy lotto tickets. Like the only time I've gotten lotto tickets was like, I think like every once in a while I'll go visit my family for Christmas and we do this kind of like big gift exchange thing, and like one person will always buy like $20 worth of like lotto tickets, and I think I won it one year. Well, I won the tickets. I didn't actually win anything from the tickets, but I got the tickets. Yeah, I think the logo is going to be super interesting. You know, it sounds like all you guys are familiar with the... Maybe you guys aren't, and maybe I'll cover it here really quickly for you guys of like how the waitlist drop works. Exec, you speak. What's up, dude? And holy moly, dude, for 15 months? Rare royalty. Wow. Dude, that is awesome. Dude, thank you so much for supporting the stream and the content. I feel like there's times where I'm like, fuck, I cannot let Exec you speak down. And I do want to stream more. Now that I think my job is kind of like settled out and I've like gotten my promotion that I've been wanting for a while, now I can be like, all right, now I can stop stressing about it and like focus on, of course, my job, but like now I have enough free time to like do stuff with you guys. I did want to cover the waitlist details. Oh my God, that's bright. The waitlist details, that's happening tomorrow. Long story short, you can join the waitlist 30 minutes before the drop, but 5 minutes before the drop, you can't enter anymore. So like, don't wait last minute, like literally get in as soon as you can. Let's see. For testing purposes. Okay, so we want to check out this article. Waitlist drop details. Okay, it says opens 30 minutes before the advertised drop time and closes 5 minutes before. So don't like try and snipe the drop like, oh, I'll just wait. Like literally just open your app, just get in. Don't wait 5 minutes before the drop because you'll be locked out. For example, if the drop is scheduled, yada yada. When the waitlist opens, simply navigate, go to the collectible, click join waitlist. As a reminder, all users can join the waitlist regardless of their verification status. However, verified users will be given priority. So I actually tried it on my other phone or like my other account. Give me a second. My other phone's right here. So I have my other account, which still actually has not been merged yet. I actually put in a support ticket and they got back to me and told me that I could continue, but like my merge still hasn't happened yet. So I got the response that they like got my ticket, but I haven't like heard back from them just yet. Cause I'm trying to merge my accounts and it hasn't happened yet. So I tried to add, so this account I have here, it's not verified, but it's like my other account. Like I said, I'm trying to merge. But I tried to add funds. I couldn't add funds to my account. So if any of you guys were like trying to like use your alt accounts or like your extra accounts to like also play the drop, unless you have gems in there already, I don't think you can even play the drop. So I'm going here, I go to wallet, get gems. Your account needs to be verified in order to access this feature. Normally, I don't know if you guys can see this. So any of you guys, and this is what I was thinking, I was like, we got Veve drop, you know, logo drops or whatever happening, but it's not letting me add gems on my alt account. So I don't think the bot issue is going to be as bad as people think. Like if the bots don't have gems loaded, like you just can't play the drop. At least that's what it seems like. So hopefully, because that was a big concern I had. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to let non-KYC people play the drop. But if you're not KYC'd, you can't add gems unless you're KYC'd. So I have no idea how that's going to work. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think, like bot wise. Don't get me wrong. There's still going to be a ton of bots on the drop. Legend, Pixel Trader. Dude, you and Execu Speak are the best. You guys have been the most dedicated of all of us. The other big thing too, so 30 minutes before the drop and then 5 minutes before is when the cutoff is. The other thing you need to know is that any collectibles that don't get completely sold out are gonna get put back into the store 5 minutes after the drop. So like, I guess you pretend like it's a 5-minute rebound for the most part. It says right here, you can enter, leave, or whatever 5 minutes before the drop. Randomly selected allocated users. You can complete the purchase. Yeah, 5 minutes to complete the purchase. So I believe from 8 o'clock to 8:05, you know, my time, is when you have 5 minutes basically get the collectible, and a countdown purchase timer will display on the collectible detail page. So you have 5 minutes to buy the drop, more than enough time. Should you fail to complete the process, it'll get put back in the store after 5 minutes. So just pretend there's like a 5-minute rebound, basically. Not a 4-minute, but a 5-minute rebound. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was a 9-minute rebound. So if like a bunch of people clicked buy at 5, but for whatever weird reason don't have enough gems, or they just like can't authenticate the purchase, like maybe there's a rebound at 9 minutes. I have no idea. Maybe there's one at 8 minutes because the system is glitched and it thinks there's a rebound. Who knows? But what I would do is just wait for the 5-minute rebound. And because it's the first kind of its drop, it wouldn't surprise me if there was like some available at like 8:04. Like basically just keep refreshing the page, like buy it at 8:01, then keep refreshing the page to try and buy it and just see if you can. And there's some more questions here. So pretty straightforward about the wait list. I've been waiting for the wait list for a while. Like I only really, it sounds silly. And of course, I mean, I don't have like the best internet, like it's good enough, but I don't have the best internet, and like wait lists for like, even like 10,000 mint comics, sometimes even I miss those. Like if it's like a really high level comic, or if it's like a, you know, a key comic or something like that, and like a lot of people are going for it, like sometimes it's like kind of 50-50 whether I make it or not with a 10K comic. Hell yeah. Anthony's ready. BG says, dude, I missed the hell out of your live streams. You were the one I looked forward to at night. Talking about the market. I get the Veve market died, and but then it heats back up. Hope to see more of you. Yeah, of course. So I thought about, let me catch up with chat, and I actually had an idea. Seems like it'll work similar to Palm. Only difference is Veve needs you to be logged in and KYC'd. Palm only makes you sign in after you get through the queue process. True. Go watch the Spider-Verse movie. Good to see you. Good to see you back. Have a great evening. Thanks, Delilah, for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the evening too. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go for these drops tomorrow since I'll be at work all day. I mean, if you have a 25-minute window to just click waitlist or buy or whatever, you know, tell your boss you had Taco Bell last night and you're like, bro, I gotta dip for 10 minutes. And he's like, all right, I feel you. Maybe, I don't know what you do for work, but you can. I mean, Veve logo is going to be, and actually this is happening twice tomorrow. I kind of forgot. So this is the 8 o'clock drop, and there's another separate drop at 9 o'clock. At least an hour after. So there's kind of like 2 waitlist drops. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out. But I had an idea that I wanted to do, and I'm curious to see if this is something I can do on like VMate, where I do like an index on like Golden Age comics, Silver Age comics, Bronze Age, even like Copper Age comics, and take like the most popular, or like basically what people consider like key comics of those like generations, and do like an index. So of course, like Golden Age, I guess you would put like Marvel 1, Fantastic Four number 1, Fantastic Four number 5. Like you put all those ones together, and based on an average on how much they're up and down, that's kind of like the index of like how well the Golden Age comics are doing. This is how well the Silver Age comics are doing. Because I guess technically AF15 is the very start, or it's like the very beginning-ish of like the Silver Age. So you kind of take that comic with all the other like really big Silver Age comics, and then you just take the average of how much they're up and down, and that's like kind of like the index of how it works. And I might do that with other stuff too. Like I'm kind of curious, because I remember I'm kind of not upset, but like disappointed myself. I remember Corey, you know, VV3, who now works for Veve, he used to say he loved my market breakdowns. I remember back in the day, I used to do almost like daily videos where I would just talk about the market for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes in the morning, and basically just describe like, hey, like some people don't have the time in the day to be like, oh, I'm gonna go through the entire market and look at what's up and down. Some people just want to get the gist of like, what are the things that are going up the most, what are the things going down the most, and then like what are these indexes of certain comics or collectibles in general, right? Like what are all the Star Wars comics or like Star Wars collectibles doing? What are all the Silver Age comics doing right now? I've missed this market lives too. Yeah, I mean the market is a bit more lively now, right? Just on like Veve, there's like more interesting drops happening. We got like waitlist, we got like new airdrop stuff happening, like burn mechanics, like all this stuff is new. So I think it's kind of breathing a little bit more life into the platform, but also too, like I just have more free time, so I can actually do these streams for you guys. Do you have to pay for VMate? No, I don't. I just have a free account. Personally, I wouldn't use your actual like login email or like username or anything like. I mean, I have my like name as like Veve Vibes, but I don't have like, I don't use the same email that I have for like my personal login. So like, don't do that. So just kind of a heads up on that. I mean, I didn't do that for like ecomi wiki either. For like ecomi wiki, like, oh, like, what's your email? I'm like, I'm not using the same one. You know. Yeah, no other Veve creator I know outside of Crypto Pro actually does any TA or market review. Definitely still a big place for it. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of what's the name? Veve creator Crypto Pro. I thought there was like Veve. There was like another like Veve content creator that I thought actually did like some technical analysis. I'm not 100%. I'm not technical analysis like person per se, but like trying to do it on digital collectibles in a speculative market with like random mechanics that get introduced. I mean, I guess it's kind of no different than like in some ways like the stock market, but it's like these are digital collectibles. You know, like literally a single tweet from David Yu just makes the entire market like flip on its head, depending on what he says, right? Like that single tweet that came. Remember, like during May, there was a tweet with just a 3-second sound. It was the lightsaber turning on. It was like a teaser, I guess, for basically Luke. I remember that tweet came out like 2 or 3 hours before like the Luke announcement came out, and like the price of lightsabers just like doubled in price like immediately. Like lightsaber prices were just skyrocketing because of a single 3-second sound tweet of like, and that was it. So it's like, all right, how can you really do TA on stuff like that? That's like that volatile, and it's kind of more based off of like emotion and speculation than like actual what's happening. But I guess the stock market's not that much different, right? Latest updates. So I'm still trying to like figure out and like how to navigate VMate. There does seem to be some features that are better than ecomi wiki, but then there's some features that aren't. If I look at the market, let's take a look at the comics. You can you can see where it was on the chart, and now we're 98% down. The dead cat is made of rubber, pretty much. You know what the craziest thing is? I remember talking to Dino about it, but like the person that's the most like And he openly admits it, like the biggest futter, the biggest like troll in like the VV community, Dino. He was like right all along. I remember he was selling like everything in like January, February of 2022, and was basically telling us, because he was more ready for Star Wars than like the actual like market turning around. But like he was right. I was like, damn. I was like, dude, the guy who's like the biggest troll ended up being right all along. And that's one thing I'm trying to like not do, is let my emotions get too involved with like my investments and like the stuff I buy. But I still buy the stuff I like, and that I'm actually kind of like turning it around. Like there's a lot of stuff I have on Veve that I just did not care for, like at all. Like looking back on it, like I sold one of my golden moments because I was like, all right, this golden moment I have, like it's awesome. There's like, I don't know, 10,000 mints of it, but I'd rather get that money and be like that much closer to an AF15, which I think will go up and higher in price anyway. So that's just kind of my take. I'm gonna skip this song. I think even the most common Luke Skywalker will be worth 1K easy in a bull market. You think so? Skywalker. Probably just could have typed in Luke, but let's look at the rare. How far has that gone? Where's he at now? 90. Okay. So I will admit, I did sell him at like 110, I think, because he ran up a bit. I won him on drop, and of course he was below retail. And then I sold him when he was at like 110, 115, thinking it wasn't gonna go much higher, and it did. Like there was a point where I think this ran up to like 130, but now he's kind of like settled down a bit. I mean, if Veve keeps on doing big drops, I mean, I think the Veve logo is going to be a big one, but if they keep doing big drops, like, I mean, naturally money just gets taken away from other big collectibles, right? Because people would rather sell those and get the new big thing, right? But at the same time, if someone gets lucky on a big drop, they sell that, and all of a sudden they buy other like key comics or Grail collectibles. That kind of has an effect on it too. I'm still debating on whether I want to finish the stamp set. I feel like I might as well. Like I already got the hardest one to get. I won the ultra rare on drop, so I feel like I might as well just spend the extra like 22 gems and just complete the set, get the MCP bonus. And I did take like a massive hit on my MCP because I did sell quite a few collectibles. Nice. It says I'm Diamond 2, but I was Diamond 1 2 days ago. But then I sold some stuff. Now I'm Diamond 2, so I've been kind of like jumping all over the place with these collectibles. I agree, because Rare Luke is animated. That is true. I'm kind of curious to see if like Veve is going to eventually add animations to stuff. And I do think that will fundamentally like change the price of a lot of things. That's kind of one thing I'm kind of on the fence of like whether I agree with Veve or not. Like adding features, adding utility, adding visual improvements or that kind of stuff to certain collectibles. I realize that's part of the, I guess, utility or some of the benefit of having digital collectibles. It's like I can't grab someone's, you know, physical Todd statue, then like make it animated and like add features to it, right? Like that's just a thing that's just physically limiting. Well, with digital, you can do that. But then again, now you're fundamentally changing how it works, how it interacts, how it's originally, why it was originally bought. Like a lot of people might have bought, I don't know, you know, this Hulk because he slams the ground, but all of a sudden they animate him. Now he can do like backflips and like now he can jump and all this like crazy stuff. Like the price is probably going to double at least if you can do like extra animations or he has better sound or whatever it is. Like, I don't know. That's the only thing I'm kind of on the fence about, like whether I think Veve should do that. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, if Marvel's pressing Veve to like add this stuff, like Veve's not going to tell them no. But eventually I think a day will come where they'll update collectibles. Maybe some of them visually, like Lenectra and Storm and some of the other ones that don't look too good. But it's so tough to say because we don't know the percentage of illegitimate gems during the bull run. So we have no idea what an organic Veve bull market looks like. That's my take. I mean, I really think there was tens of millions of gems, fake gems pumped into the market during late 2021, early 2022, until they found out like what that little gem scandal thing was. And I think for a long time, Veve was like picking up the pieces of that and trying to figure it out. So when price, I don't really look at the all-time highs that much anymore because I do think it was an artificial pump. heavily, not just artificial in the sense of like, oh, there was a lot of hype and FOMO, like literally artificial, like gems that didn't exist. You know, it was like, was Todd really worth like, I remember telling myself, and I was upset I didn't sell my Steamboat Willie. And I was like, wait, are people really going to get on the app? You know, let's say they get on the app in January. Are people really going to get on the app and spend $10,000 on Steamboat Willie? 9,000, 8,000? Like, are people really just going to just drop 4 figures on Steamboat Willie day one, or like even like the first few months of being on the app? Unlikely. But I let the emotions get the best of me. You know, everyone's on Twitter. Everyone's, you know, sky high. Everyone's in on cloud 9. Everyone's on the moon, hyping everything up. Todd's gonna be 100,000 by the end of the year. I remember all that talk. I was Master 2 days ago. Now I'm Diamond 1. Stop playing with my heart, BB. Yeah, I really think I think they're still okay. I still think they're trying to figure out this whole MCP thing. It's like not accurate. I think they're just working out the kinks. Like we still don't have a use for it, right? But perhaps how was your DC Comics been going lately? Did you land Flash? Yes, I did, Joe. Well, let me show you something. One more. I landed this guy. Got the secret rare on drop. Secret rare, sorry. Legendary. I actually got the legendary on drop. I tweeted about it. I was stoked. Because Barry Allen's my favorite character. Then I picked up a common. I thought about picking up some more commons, but it's been kind of chilling at 10 gems for a while. But this is like, I'm actually kind of, I really like my collection on DC. I got the Bat Cowl still. Superman common. 2 Detective Comics commons. Raven the Bold. I landed 2 uncommon Harley Quinns, and of course that's the cheapest one. I still want to buy the common. I wonder how cheap it is now. Flashpoint Comics. Green Lantern, more Green Lantern. I'm really trying to get the commons, or at least just like some versions of the like original Justice League, right? So like Hal Jordan, Barry Allen. Now just waiting on Action Comics. Now just waiting on Detective Comics for like Batman and stuff like that. Same with Wonder Woman. This is like her first cover appearance. It's not her actual first appearance, right? Of Wonder Woman. I actually landed the Epic on drop. I've been pretty lucky on DC with the drops. So been pretty happy with DC. We're going back. We've gone back to Elektra and make her neck longer. Yeah. No, there's not that many fake gems in the system. I don't know, dude. Even if Veve did give us a number, I don't know how Veve would know. And B, I'm not even sure how accurate it would be. Nice, congrats on Legendary. Yeah, thanks. Next time everyone is greedy, I'll be sure to sell because I'm not missing out like I did with my Steamboat Willie. Dude, I'm right there with you, Austin. Imagine even just imagine having an extra 10,000 gems in your account. I think at one point my vault value was worth like $45,000, you know, 45,000 gems. If I literally liquidated my entire account in, you know, early 2022, late 2021, or 40,000 gems in my account, and then it's like, you know, assuming you buy nothing, or maybe you just go for grail drops, you buy some stuff, you flip, you do whatever, but it's like, you can buy a lot of stuff, even with just 10,000, let alone 40. You can buy a lot of stuff. Was there anything in particular you guys wanted to check out on the market? I also did like using NFT Tracker. This is actually another website I really, really like using too. Tells you like what's up, what's down, release dates, 24-hour trend. Let's stick to collectibles for now. Interesting. Day of the Dead stamp is up 66%. Went up 8 gems. Well, but okay, I will say this. I'm keeping a close eye on Boba Fett. Maybe not so much now that May was over, but I was keeping a very close eye on Boba Fett for like the longest time throughout all of May. Especially the ultra rare, because you guys remember this drop was 80 gems. Or sorry, if you guys can't see that. Actually zoom in one. Remember this drop was 80 gems on the drop. Now the ultra rare is barely above box price. Now 80 gems was a lot. It's also kind of crazy to think that like all this happened, what? Can you guys believe Vader was a year ago? It's kind of nuts to think about that, right? Like Vader was a year ago. 1 year and 2 days or whatever. I don't know how long it's been. 1 year and like 5 days. Vader was 1 year ago. It almost seems like Vader was like 6 months ago. Maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago. It's hard to believe that it's been a full year since like that Vader dropped. Let's take a look at the comics. What's the 24-hour trend on those? What's up a lot? Amazing Spider-Man. Looks like Silk is making some moves. Is that the rare? The uncommon? Oh, that's the common cover. What? Wait. You guys notice this? Silk just skyrocketing right now? Which one is that called again? Yeah. Where's the Veve? Amazing Spider-Man number 4. This is the commons at 18? That can't be right. Did I just completely misread that? I think this is off. I don't know why it says the common Spider-Man number 4 is up to 18 gems. Yeah, I don't know what this is. A lot of people buying Silk. Merry X-Men Holiday Special. Dude, I love this cover on the far left. Let's see if I can... And zooming in does not help on this website. I do like that cover a lot. Daredevil. Dude, Daredevil's secret rare. Below 1,000. That's nutty. She's down quite a bit. I actually do want to pull the trigger on the ultra rare Gwen Stacy. If she gets cheap enough. If she goes below 50, I'll probably get one. My NFT tracker is legit. Time is warped for me and Veve for some reason. Dude, for real. Feels like I'm in like the Twilight Zone or in some like weird Star Trek like time anomaly like episode. Where everything is just warped. I'm like, I just thought about it like the other week. I'm like, dude, holy shit. Vader was a year ago. Vader. I had that comic in real life as well. Nice. The Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Awesome. It's not that price. That's what I thought. That's why when I saw it was 18, I'm like, whoa. Something's off. Like there's no way. There's no way this is more than the Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, I know some people are speculating on Silk, but like, what the hell? Maybe there's something messed up. Sounds like the rare price to me. That's probably the case. Maybe the covers are messed up. Even the rares aren't even 10. What's at 18 right now? I mean, the ultra rares are, I don't know, at 22. I don't know. There's something off about that. It bugged out. Said the SR is, 400. I'm like, no. You've been watching the SR of Silk? Yeah, we'll see. How many editions are there of this one? 10,000, I think. 7,500. Okay. Yeah. I grabbed Gym 83 common for like 4 gems last week. Never thought it would be that low. Yeah, dude, there's some like... It's just tough because those have so many mints. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of gravitating towards that too. I'm really digging the scarcity. And being like a big X-Men fan, I'm fully planning on stacking more X-Men stuff. Like I only have one Uncanny X-Men number 1. That's the first appearance of Phoenix. I still have 5 giant size X-Men. I'm pissed I didn't buy more of these. I don't know why, but I totally hesitated on buying the secret rare, but I think I was at work or something. And I thought it would go a bit cheaper, than it like ran away from me. But I bought a lot of these for... Like, I got this for 13 gems. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, I got this for 13 gems. Of course, when I click back, it takes me all the way back to this page. It's one thing I kind of wish they need to fix on the Veve website. It's like when you click back, it like totally takes you to some like obscure, either like the home page, or it doesn't. If I open new tab, that's probably better. There we go. Oh no, I need to open a new tab from here. Oh well. Yeah, it's 18 gems. I think the other ones I got for the roughly the same amount too. So you guys get the idea. I wish I bought a lot more when it was below 20. Got 4 of him. I really want to get double digits with a lot of the X-Men stuff. Jubilee, I have 7 of the Mr. Sinister. Though Mr. Sinister, I think, has 20k mints. Same thing with Gambit. So I've been kind of like a bit more hesitant on that. The one I do want to get more of is first appearance of Rogue. I only got 2. Technically 3, actually, because I do have the ultra rare version of that cover. But this one's only 7,500 mints. And I know this is a really popular comic, too. Yeah, a lot of those comics are from when I used to read. Honestly, I should start buying again, but they introduced a lot of new characters recently, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Great price. Yeah, I was sniping pretty heavily. Then eventually, I think I was looking at the... But this is when I was at work, so I'm surprised I even got that one. But what are the top 3 most undervalued collectibles in your opinion? That's such a open-ended question. I'm not sure where to start with that. And honestly, I'm not paying as close attention to the prices that I used to. Like before, I would be obsessive about the prices. I would find the new prices every day. I remember you guys were there, right? When I would stream almost every day or every other day, I knew the prices like the back of my hand. I would like know almost exactly how much stuff was. But now that I'm not paying that close attention to prices as much as I used to. Is there a way to like organize this by collectibles? Maybe not. Mostly right now, if I were to like buy into collectibles, I'm either buying like, you know, Luke Skywalker. Like I'm talking like my mind shift has kind of changed a bit. Even like my investing strategy, or like the way I've been kind of like buying stuff, has changed like at least 3 or 4 times since I've started at Veve. It's kind of adjusted with the market. It's adjusted with how much money I have to like put in, how much money I have in it, the new drops that have been happening. I don't know. I mean, I would keep an eye on the Hulk just because Veve's already confirmed we're gonna get more Hulks, and he sold out. There's 44, you know, there's 4,444. He's below retail right now. But I will say, if the new Hulks are more mints and there's some sort of burn mechanic and or airdrop mechanic around it, I mean, this is gonna skyrocket. If like the other Hulks are like, you know, 6,000 mints, 7,000, 8,000 or whatever, like if they do like a blind box drop of all those, and like this Hulk is the least amount of mints, it's gonna skyrocket. So I think Hulk is one, potentially. I mean, just think about it. It's the first appearance of a what's it called? Of one of the most popular Avengers, and he's below retail. And don't get me wrong, like 4,000 mints is a lot right now. I'm gonna do comics. I don't know. In collectibles, it's hard to say. I'd rather focus more on scarcity than popularity. Like popularity than scarcity. I mean, those are pretty interchangeable, but I know some people were kind of like pumping up Kang for a while. I got really lucky. I think I ended up selling my rare Kang for like 32 or like 33, and now it's down to like 20, something like that, last I checked. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't been really following the collectibles as closely. I've definitely been more into comics recently, to be quite frank, BJ. I think Boba Fett is one to keep close eye on, just because again the ultra rare is almost at retail, so I know that price is super high, but just kind of keep a close eye on that one. I don't know. I'm looking at Mysterio there for a while. It's kind of weird, but it's like I'm scrolling through this and there's, quite frankly, there's just a lot of like not very good collectible drops like recently. Other than Miles Morales. I mean, Miles is either you afford him or you can't. Like, if you can and you really want him, like, go for it. But if you can't, like, you know, you just move on. I don't know. I would keep a close eye on like Silver Surfer and like Daredevil. Because those are like, I really thought those would pump shortly after like the whole Hulk fiasco happened. And like these even have less mints. Like Daredevil, even though it says he has 5,800, there's only 2,400 in circulation, like almost 2,500 in circulation because the rest got burned. And then I think Silver Surfer, is he below retail as well? I think his box price was 50 or 60. What was his box price? Yeah, 60. Now he's way below. How many of them are there? 6,000? That's quite a bit. But Daredevil is like a third of the amount of that, almost. Maybe half, like about half. My strategy is shifting to low mints. Scarcity, importance, popularity is my formula. Whether I buy something on MCP these days. Got to be adaptable. Yeah, exactly. And right, like, exactly speaks that. I think originally I was doing popularity first, then scarcity, then, you know, like you said, importance. But more recently, I think I've kind of shifted more towards scarcity just because, I mean, that's just been Veve's thing, right? Like, Veve's been kind of dictating the market, how it's been reacting when they do scarcer and scarcer drops, where it's like, all right, like, I mean, people are even asking, like, all right, is UR Miles gonna surpass SR Spider-Man? I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could get close or get, like, closer because they're both 1,000 mints. And the SR Miles is what? I don't even know how many mints that thing has. I always forget. That thing's at 12,000. Yeah, this thing has 250 mints. 250 in circulation. So, scarcity. Is Miles Morales more popular than Peter Parker? No. I mean, he's popular. But just the fact that there's a quarter of the amount of mints as SR, like, and even the Spider-Man, Peter Parker SR has been in the market way longer. And this thing is currently like 3 times the price. Or, well, right now, double the price of Peter Parker, but I'm liking FA's Undervalued Hulk. Gold, that too. Golden Moments Iron Man, Steamboats, all rarities. And your FA Avengers going for like 9 to 10 common. What's another one? I think Steve Rogers. Has anyone even looked at this guy in a while? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's 30,000 of him, but he's still FA Iron Man, or not Iron Man, but FA Captain America. I don't even think I have one. I should probably buy one. I don't even have a first appearance Steve Rogers. Yo, Brufsky, he's back. What's up, 1 ton, 1 month? 1 ton, 1 ton month. And always Star Wars, yeah. Did you look into Cryptoys? I heard about it. I kind of watch it just through Veve Vault stream. Doesn't really appeal to me. I mean, I might buy one. I don't even know if they're still open or if I can still buy one, but not really. Lots of noise collectible wise now. I was never hyped on Veve adopting the drops will continue until morale improves approach. Yeah. Instead of the, what's it called, flogging or the whipping, whatever it is, until morale improves. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. There's only 249. Someone burned one for, oh yeah, I remember someone burned one for the Soul Stone. And dude, that's gonna leave a mark. That's a mark on Miles Morales forever. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, it's all about sending a message, right? Like who needs 12,000 gems? You know, it's all about sending a message now. I know a guy who has like 800 plus Steves, no exaggeration. When you put it that way, it just sounds funny. Like, it's like, dude, how many do you have? Like, even when I talk to my my friend who's on Veve as well, we're like, how many Hulks you got? And just the way it's phrased, like Hulks, like you have multiple Hulks, you know, like in your showroom. I don't know. I think the concept is just kind of funny. Tuesday comic is going to be good. Yeah. It's the Spider-Man. We looked at it a bit earlier. Is it still there? Yeah. Like Spider-Man 2099. It's not worth a lot in real life, but he's a cool character. Cool cover. Like I like the art and everything like that. But I think the issue is that it's, you know, it's barely 30 years old. So it's a pretty new comic. It seems like, and I don't know why, but I've been watching like a ton of just comic book videos recently on YouTube and just learning more about the industry. And of course, I'm probably still not even 5% of the way there of like understanding all of comic books, but just it seemed like there was a point in time where it was probably roughly around like the 80s ish, sometime around there, where I think like people were kind of like getting the idea of like, oh shit, like comics, you can actually make money on this. And people started just like every new comic that came out, every first appearance, every like thing was like people bought dozens of them, put, you know, bagged and boarded them, like kept them like pristine condition. And it's like, but the issue is like when everyone is doing that, all of a sudden none of them are as valuable because everyone is doing it. So it's probably why, you know, I mean, that's why back in 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, no one really, not everyone thought that way. Still kids like, you know, eating a Twinkie, rubbing their fingers on the comic, putting the comic in their back pocket while they ride their bike to the you know, to the closest store to go buy more Twinkies. Like, you know, that's just how comics were treated back then. 2099 editions, hopefully. Yeah, that would be cool. Like, actually, that's a huge factor. That's something I actually didn't think about, Austin, is like, if they get cheeky with like this, like, remember this 2099? I mean, the one that went up to like $4,000 and then eventually like went way down to, you know, it's down like 3%, whatever. Because this has 2099 mints. It'd be kind of interesting to have a, you know, basically a 2000 mint comic. They could do that. Unlikely, but they'll probably make it 7,500. You know, common and uncommon will likely go below retail. And then like the rare, ultra rare will obviously be above, and the secret rare, I don't know what the price is going to be, but if we put it at 7,500, that'd be bad. That'd be awesome. Do you think if someday my ultra rare miles goes to the same price as SR Peter Parker, should I sell and buy Peter? That's hard to say. Question is, would I do that? If I had the set, no. If I had the miles set, I wouldn't. If I did it and I just like won the UR miles on drop and I was just, you know, waiting for the price to get higher or whatever, I'd probably do it just because I like Peter Parker more than Miles. That's just me personally. But that's just me. If I had the miles set, I probably wouldn't do it. But if I just had the like UR miles and maybe I still had like the rare just to say I still have a miles, then like I personally probably would. Vibes, I heard SR Spider-Man sold at 3,700. Times are tough all over. Yeah. Remember when SR Spider-Man, the floor was at 100K? As far as I know, I don't think there was any confirmed sales like even above like 50K, but I mean 3,700 is pretty low compared to where he used to be. I've done some dumb things on Veve, but I've never instantly traded $12,000 for $6. Yeah, that whole burning him. I don't know, but I mean, if you got the money, that's the biggest like F you money scenario that I've seen on Veve. Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm gonna burn this to send a message. Rion Coral, glad you are back. It's been so long, and I apologize if I butcher a lot of your guys' names. Hinano, what's up, Vibes? Been lurking, heading out to dinner with the fam. Good to see you streaming. What's up, dude? It's nice to see you, dude. I've been seeing, dude. Congrats on 1,000 comics. 1,000 comics. That's a lot, dude. Congrats on that on Veve. If you guys didn't know, Hinano hit 1,000 comics. Where am I at? I think I'm at like. Of course, it doesn't even. Oh no, it says right here, 220. I'm not even a quarter of the way there. But if you guys didn't know, and so I actually watched that live stream with Hinano and oh my gosh, NFT Pirates. That was an amazing interview. I learned so much about you in that interview. I just randomly saw it like 2 or 3 days ago. I know that interview was like over a month ago, but that was a really good interview, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. What's crazy is UR Ben still only has like 650 mints, and it's been disrespected forever. Ben Riley? This one? The UR? Yeah, 616. Yeah, he's at 640 right now. I don't remember the pricing of this thing, but I remember when this thing was like pushing what, over 10 or 8? I don't remember exactly. And what's the uncommon going for? I really like this stance. In some ways, I actually like this one more than the other one. I don't know. I actually like both. This is going for under 50 gems right now. And then how many does this have? Basically 5,400. Huh. I don't know why there's like 3 of these burned or something happened, but... Plus, even though mint size is higher, SR Spidey is Marvel's first animated NFT. I traded your miles for that? Yeah, that too. I'm kind of curious how much all that stuff is going to be actually relevant. I don't know. If it is, it might be one of those things where it's like not relevant for like 20 years, and it's more of like a Veve historical like feature or like value add than it is like I think people are going to be buying, like, let's say, I don't know, golden moments like Homer and Bart for the fact that it's Homer and Bart, not for the fact like, oh, it's the first golden moment. That's like more of like an afterthought, right? It's not like, oh, I'm buying Homer and Bart because it's the first golden moment. Unless you're like a golden moment collector and you're gonna collect them all anyway. But I feel like a lot of the time that's like more of an afterthought. And that's kind of more of like a Veve exclusive, like a cool like Veve like historical fact than it is like a thing that like makes it better. I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Nope, just got the ultra rare on drop for retail, so I've been thinking about that. Yeah, let's take a look at Miles. I mean, it's gonna be a while. Like, if it were to ever even approach the price of SR, Miles, or not SR, but like a SR Peter Parker, that would take a while. But I mean, I feel like as long as you grab, like, I don't have a Miles, and I probably don't intend on buying one because I do like Miles, but I'm not $600 in love with Miles. Let's say that. I'm not that in love with Miles. I like him, but not that much. I think I'm at 4,458 total Veve collectibles and comics. Holy moly, smarty pants. One artwork, my vault gonna be millions if we ever get close to all-time highs again. Yeah, even if we get halfway there, right? That's a lot of freaking money, dude. That's an awesome collection. That's an awesome collection. Were you on Veve really early, smarty pants? Like, were you there like, you know, like pre-August, like 2021? Like, were you on, not 2021, sorry, 2022, like pre-August, like 2022? Or you joined after that and you kind of just like were really into the collectibles and stuff? I sold your Ben for 8K during the pump, and I was angry because I didn't sell it for 10K. Times were different then. Yeah, dude, everything was so different then. Imagine if you had 8K now, right? Like, you still can't afford a Secret Rare Miles, but you can afford a lot of stuff. I just bought my Ben this past couple weeks for like $789, and of course it's already down to like $650. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, you're never gonna time the top bottom, and you're never gonna be able to time the top on Veve. That's just how it is. That's why I tell people, wait until I buy, because the price will be 30% in a day. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the only way to like really make money on Veve is, not to say make money, but like make a profit, is you get lucky on a drop. Or, I mean, you have to do it. Sometimes you have to do a lot of alpha. Like, okay, so some of the things that really surprised me recently, and it kind of pissed me off because, you know, I'm busy with my job and all that stuff, and luckily I have a friend that's on Veve a lot, or at least like he's into the spaces. He watches Twitter a lot. He hangs out and he watches a lot of the interviews and like everything that's going on. But like the one thing like that like really surprised me was this drop. Where is it? This poster drop. No idea that this was like some sort of misprinted, you know, glitched or whatever. What do people want to call it? It's not glitched, but it's like this was the very, very, very early promotional material of like revenge. You know, Jedi don't get revenge, so it says the bold used to read this as an exhibited change for Star Wars poster, sitting apart from the cool hues. Yeah, this one. Like, I don't think anyone ever read the description, and to be honest, I didn't watch the, like, Corey's video on this. I don't know if you even mentioned this, but, like, this last sentence where it's, like, they basically changed the title, because it's not Revenge of the Jedi. You know, it's Return of the Jedi. And this one, like, this one pumped to, like, 250, and I'm like, I remember seeing this in the market for, like, 50 gems, and I'm like, whatever. But I don't think anyone thought, oh, this is going to go up to 250, a poster. And I usually avoid the posters, like, avidly. I think I played one on the drop, ended up getting like a rare and sold it for a small loss, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But this one just like pumped to insane levels, you know? So like I said, either you have to do an insane amount of alpha, or just like, not alpha, but you have to do an insane amount of research and just like hear little whispers in the back ends of like Twitter spaces and stuff to like get really good like alpha on like good drops, or like kind of sneaky drops coming up. Same thing with like Gwen Stacy. Like, I knew people liked Gwen Stacy. I didn't know how much, but people clearly like her a lot. I mean, she's at 12 gems. Like, the common is at 12 gems right now. This already pumped up to 70. We were looking at this earlier. This was like high 50s, I think. You know, SR is at 500, which is higher than a lot of like the Grail comics that we have on the app. And the uncommon pumped a lot too, because I think there was a video that, not My Collectibles, but I don't know. Who said that? Someone did a video about Sleep in Comics. Did a video about like the uncommon cover, and that pumped. And so, like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, unless you really understand like the community and like the popularity of it, it just catches you off guard, right? So it's like I have like 2 common covers and like 1 uncommon. But if I would have known how well it's gonna do or how popular people liked it, I probably would have bought like 5 times as much. All right, let's jump through here. Going in November of 2021 because of Disney. But I bought like, I guess 2021, yeah, because that's when I started, was November of 2021 as well. Bought like 80% of my collectibles during the bear market and DCA'd, so spent like 150 to 175K so far. Holy moly. Dude, you're going deep, but dude, it's gonna pay off. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like a slow burn, but if Veve does even half as well as a lot of us think it's gonna do, like, it's gonna work out. And it's still funny that I even try to like kind of explain Veve, or even like digital collectibles in general, not even like Veve sometimes. I try to just explain digital collectibles, and some people still look at me like I farted, or just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, all right, whatever. And that's the thing I've learned a while ago. It's like, you can't talk to everyone about Veve. Like, some people either get it or they don't, or they're going to be interested or they're not. You know, sometimes, I mean, I remember the early days, the initial hook was like, hey, I spent $50 on this drop and now it's worth 2,000. Do you like, you know, you like the sound of that? Like, oh yeah, cool. And you know, it's Spider-Man stuff. I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right, cool. Like, let me join. Now that's not the case, you know, as much anymore. But yeah, get lucky on the drop or catch wind of some price manipulation on the collectible really early and flip during the hype. That's about it right now. Pretty much that and Hulk, right? I remember Hulk like ran up to like 75, 80 gems during that like Hulk pump. I'm like, I remember I was on the phone with my friend talking about Hulk. He was like, oh, like, people are talking about Hulk and how it's like undervalued. And the Hulk at the time was like 45 gems. And there was like 500 or 600 in the market. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then he texts me like 4 or 5 hours later, like 6 hours later. He's like, Hulk was almost sold out. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I look on the market. I'm like, holy shit, there's like 150 left in the market. And so, yeah, it just started pumping out of nowhere. Then it ran up to like 80. Then it started just slowly going down and down. Started going down and down. And now it's below retail. That's it. Hulk. Pretty sure it's right back down to retail. Almost pre-pump numbers. Not exactly, but. Come on. Can I have it here? Oh, it's because I have it like listed. I just put it for like 150. I was actually trying to experiment to see if my MCPs would fluctuate if I put the prices up or down. All right, let me catch up with chat. I'm like way behind. I think Minnie Mouse FA will be huge in the bull market. I think so too. I'm pretty much like any of those significant FAs will do well. Obviously, some will do better than others, but if you kind of like diversify your first appearances, can't go wrong. May see that much money invested into Veve. Hey, Smarty, is it for fun or for investment? Probably a bit of both. I think for like, in my mind, like people that collect comics or collectibles and stuff like that, like I feel like for them, it's an investment, but it's like the funnest way to invest, right? It's like, I'd rather put money into Spider-Man or Star Wars or, you know, DC, Batman, whatever. I'd rather put my money into like those collectibles and like really recognizable superheroes that a lot of people like, rather than some like, oh, I'm gonna invest in some like no-namer, you know, oil rig company overseas someplace. You know, it's like probably makes me better money, but it's not as fun. I can't tell my friends. It's like, I can't show it to my friends, you know. I think a good play would be these red docs. I think they double if and when a red Hulk drop. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So I don't think it's so much like the red Hulk, but the second Veve does another red metallic drop, this is gonna blow up temporarily. It's just gonna be a hype thing. Unless Veve announces some sort of airdrop or utility for the red metallic stuff. I think the red Hulk is just going to be a normal red Hulk, not a Marvel metallic red. I think it's just going to be but it could be, who knows? But I think it's more likely that he's just going to be a normal red Hulk. But if they do another one of these like Marvel metallic red things, I think this is going to jump up to like 60 gems. Just off pure hype. I mean, we're only, maybe it jumps up to like 50. I don't know how many of these will actually get bought up, but the second there's like a blind box or like an announcement of like a red metallic thing, it's going to blow up. I got 2 SRs on those Star Wars posters. Then the ultra rare went past it. Yeah, that was nuts. I think the SR like topped out at like 150 at the highest, but like the UR went to 250. Definitely my long-term goal as an investor, but I also have a lot of fun. Rather invest in something fun than just pure boring crypto. Yeah, see, we're on the same page. Jedis do not seek revenge. Yep. They do justice. And retribution, all those words. It's just a fancy way of saying revenge. Deep down. What's up, Matt? Hey, man, great to see you live tonight. Missed your Veve streams. Remember listening to you early in my Veve journey and asking you advice on 007 collectibles. Yeah, and I think I told everyone to avoid them, and they're terrible. Nothing has changed. Maybe except for, I don't know. I think the only ones like really that are kind of worth going for are maybe the you really like the Aston Martins, if you're like a big car guy, or if you're like really a big believer in that, I don't know. You got the money to blow. I think last I checked, maybe the glider's like, you know, 4 gems. Static. I'm actually curious to see how much a static glider is going for. Or what's it called? Like Valdo's case. Like how much? I don't know what's up with my internet here. Why the website's not working. I want that SR Gwen. Yeah, dude. So do I. But it's too high now. Fast forward today, and I'm a holder of 2 Miles SRs and 500 plus collectibles. Hope all is well, my friend. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't win Miles on the drop. It was like too few mints. My friend did get a Miles, and I think it's probably because he has fiber internet. I mean, my internet, ping-wise, if I'm lucky, it's at 12. If I'm lucky. Most of the time, it's like between like 15 to 20. But I had a 10 gems to go for Gwen drop, and I got an SR on the rebound, so I'm happy. Dude, that's awesome. Can I refresh this? Congrats, dude. Like, dude, a lot of us are winning. A lot of SRs. Is this still going for like 20 gems? All right, maybe not. That's surprising. I haven't added gems since my initial 60 gems. Yeah, I remember I actually added gems for the Giant Size X-Men, and I'm still upset I didn't pull the trigger on an SR. I feel like I had a chance, but I was at work, and like it is almost impossible to snipe on a phone on like Wi-Fi, maybe not even Wi-Fi, but like what's it called? Like your phone internet provider. Like it's almost impossible to snipe, at least on my phone. So I did see the price was below a certain point. I'm like, oh, I could buy this, but I was busy at work, and I'm like, all right, maybe I'll look at it again in like 5-10 minutes. Let me finish this thing up. if the price is a bit lower, then I'll do it. Then like the next time I looked, literally 5 minutes later, it was, I think, at like 600. I'm like, oof, I only have 450 in my account. And by the time I put in another 150, it'll probably be at like 7 or 8. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let it go. I'll just buy some of the commons. I sold a few too, made some decent profit. I've been out of work for a while now because I hurt my ankle, so Veve has been a source of income for me at the moment. Been trying my best to play it like a market. So much fun. That is true, especially with some of the drops. There's been some, I mean, there's been some profit to be had these last few days. I feel like the market has been so bad for so long that like the only way to make money was to basically just get extremely lucky on a, like basically either wait for a grail drop or you get extremely lucky on a comic drop, and that's it. That was it for a long time. Now it's like, all right, we're getting drops where like the Gwen Stacy one, where it's like, if you just land it, it's profitable no matter what. Even if you get the uncommon, like you made some money, you know, you made 2, 3 gems, 4 gems. Like now we're actually getting some profitable drops where like almost anything you land is good. For Hulk, I think about the stone drops every time a new bull drops. The market will pump, so sell and then wait for the next drop until one gets close. The bull drop, the free drop. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing for the stamps too. Like I actually landed the ultra rare stamp on drop today. I just got super lucky. I was watching Vault stream. He said he wasn't going for it. I'm like, whatever, it's 6 gems, I'll try it. I actually got it and I'm like, awesome. What's the price at right now? 40. Okay, yeah, it's been hovering around 40. I think at one point I could have sold it for like 50, even though like the delivery took forever. I'll probably end up just finishing the set, holding it until the airdrop. It depends also how many MCP points it's given me. I don't know if I like need the gems more than I need. I've already kind of accepted like my MCP points have gone down quite a bit because I sold a bunch of stuff. While this case is still a grail, you're going to need cases to carry your NFTs in the metaverse, and Volto's the only case on Veve. It's science. Also, please never buy Volto's case. Yeah, it's not financial advice. Dude, I remember the absolute ludicrous questions people were asking in late 2021. You know, I remember like in the AMAs, I can almost just hear like David and Dan and all those guys just like pulling their hair out or just like having a minor aneurysm listening to these questions like, so with this like Transformers, can I like go inside on the Veveverse and like fly into outer space and like you know, can I command the other Autobots like with my thing? I'm like, dude, I don't care about this. Like the Veve, I knew the Veveverse is like a ways out, and I kind of had an idea that like, all right, if we haven't seen anything about it, like I've watched a lot of like, I've been in the video game just space just as a gamer, and then also I know friends that like do game like animation and like they're in the industry and stuff like that, where it's like you haven't like seen any trailers or anything at all. Like it's probably very, very far away. And the fact that like Veve didn't give us like any teasers before basically the last like decon, I'm like, it's probably going to be a very, very rudimentary like glorified showroom at best at the time. But I just remember those questions like back in like late 2021. I was just like, oh my God. And like hearing those kind of things where it's like, can I like with my case, like, can I control my car? And like, if I put the headset on the right way, like, can I like see through the car and like visit other people's like showrooms through like a dimensional portal using the, you know, I'm like, oh my God, like, please stop. Yeah, there are ways to make money on Veve. I just made 1K since the Star Wars poster last week. Yeah, if you make the right moves and you get like the early alpha, like Jeff said, like you can make some serious cash on this. I'm trying to think of the other one. Still very, very few things beat this thing. This coming leading up to the gauntlet, it's still super high, but it boggles my mind that this thing was going for what, 30 gems for like the longest time. Remember, this thing was like at or below box price for a little bit, like around it. I got mine, I think, for 32 gems or 30 gems or whatever. It was basically at box price. That's where I got mine. But the thing is, I think it was kind of risky because nobody knew how many additions the Soul Stone was going to be. People thought there was going to be a burn mechanic. If the Soul Stone was like 1,500, 1,000, this would have gone up, but it would not have gone up to 300 gems. And if the Soul Stone didn't have like a burn mechanic, Or maybe it was like a burn plus something else, but there was only like 1,500 stones. Like this thing would have probably only gone up to 150, maybe 100. I mean, it's still 3 or 4x, not a 10x like it did, or over a 10x, which is absolutely nuts. So like if you were just 5-heading it and you bought like 10 of these, like you just made, I don't know, like $3,000 or something like that. Like if you bought 10 of these, you just, you know, you bought them all at box price, you sold them all at the peak. You know, you basically made like 25 because of fees and stuff, like $2,500, which is nuts. Have a good night, dude. It's been nice seeing you. Seeing you again, everyone. Yep. Kyle Wilson stream watch party. Viviverse presentation stream is so hilarious on the second watch. Viviverse presentation stream is so hilarious on the second watch. Yeah. Soon, when you can command Autobots in the Viviverse. Yeah. I'm not holding my breath for Viviverse. I'm more excited to kind of just like get the showroom thing kind of started. I feel like once people can start like displaying their collectibles, like at least for me, like more importantly, like the comics and stuff like that, I think prices will go up. The fact that you can like interact with it and do stuff, but it's like, it's not like all comics across the board are going to go up like 50% because, oh my God, I can display it now. You know, maybe some of the cheaper comics or some of the cooler covers of certain comics will go up a bit because people want them, but unlikely. Cool. Well, I'll probably head off here in a few minutes. If you guys have anything you wanted to like talk about or whatever, I know this is the first time I've streamed in a while, so I've been like all over the place with like what I wanted to talk about, switching between this and like Palm DC, talking about the drops, talking about stamps, comics, all kinds of stuff. But they said BV was coming out in April, I thought. BVverse. Yeah, pretty much. That's what they said, but you know, they delayed it. I don't think it's gonna come out till 2024. Like I think we're gonna get like a very glitched or like early beta, whatever. We're gonna get like a very, very rudimentary version. Maybe like late 2023. I think like November or early December. That's when like they'll have it open to the public. But there's gonna be like glitches and errors and you can't connect and like some of the interface stuff isn't working and like this collectible isn't like working properly and like all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a process. House of M and X SR covers look sick. Yeah. In case you guys were wondering what that was, if this will load. Yeah, those are the two comic covers that like connect together. And I saw actually a few of those in my one of my local comic shops over in like Northern Phoenix called Dreadnought Comics. They actually had a lot of those comics that are the covers like connect together. I forgot what it was, but let me open these in different tabs so you guys can check them out. Well, there's this cover. Details. There's that cover. House of M. House of X and then House of M. What's the other one? Secret Wars. I thought where's the other one that connects? There's another comic that connected to this, like on the other side. It's not House of M because then it shows this, right? That doesn't seem right. Someone's gonna tell me in the comments. Come back on soon, my friend. Don't make us wait long for some more vibes chilling. Yeah. EV toys are more AR toys than they are VR toys. Pretty much, yeah. I think using them like actually in the Veve app. Yeah, I think using them in AR is way more fun than VR. And in my personal opinion, I think there's going to be a place for VR and AR, but I still think AR is going to be like the future. Like just integrating with your phone, basically using your surroundings to like do cool pictures. People are going out, you know, doing whatever, and having it be interacting actual with your like, environment and surroundings and like with your friends. I think it's going to be a bit more, it's going to be easier for people than it is using VR. We have to have like a bunch of rooms spaced out in your living room, and then you have like this cord on your head with like a big headset that like gets stuck to your head, and then it's all sweaty and stuff like that, rather than just using your phone, taking a picture. Oh my god, that's Daredevil, that's Silver Surfer, that's Batman, and you take a cool picture, that's a T-Rex, you know, rather than doing all this stuff with like, I don't know. I think AR is more the future than VR. VR is going to have its place, but I think AR is going to be much more normie friendly, let's say. I'm sure you talked about it, but excited for the waitlist drop tomorrow. Hope you and others who've been around for a while land it. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to land it. Price prediction on this, I have no idea. Like, I remember I used to do a ton of price prediction videos. Now I'm probably not going to do them anymore. Like, I'll toss out some like extremely loose numbers, but with something like this, I mean, the fact that there's less than 1,000 and there's probably going to be a handful of whales out there that are going to be like, I want to have over 100 logos and I want to own them and I want to basically monopolize the market of like the original Veve logo. And yeah, like I could easily see this going to like 50, but then at the same time, I could see this easily going to like 250. And it like wouldn't surprise me. You know, assuming enough bots like land it and all that stuff and like floor it for super low. Then as for this logo, I could definitely see some sort of like airdrop happening if you own this like set. Because Veve can do whatever they want with their IP on their own platform. Hey, if you own the Veve logo set, you get whitelisted for this drop or whatever. Like they could do that. Powers of X. I knew it was something of X. Powers of X. Boom. This would look cool in wait. Is that what I typed in? House of X, Powers of X. So you guys can kind of see how those these covers would connect, right? They'd be back to back. Essentially. Cool looking covers, but unless you have 450 or... Why is this so much lower? How many mints does this have? 50,000. 25,000. Yeah, I mean, essentially, unless you have 600 gems to blow and you want to have a cool connecting secret rare comic covers, you'll need that much to cover the cost. My mistake, yeah, there was one. Yeah, Powers of X. So, yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow's drop. And don't forget, there's 2 of them. And don't forget, the wait list is 30 minutes before the drop, but the cutoff is 5 minutes before. So you have a 25-minute window to go for the wait list. And then if you get accepted, you'll be notified, I assume, at 8 o'clock or when the drop happens. And then you have 5 minutes. There's a little timer that starts here, apparently. And you have 5 minutes to buy the drop. You have 5 minutes to buy it. And if you don't, or any collectibles that don't get purchased or any that are remaining, get put back up on the store at 8:30, or sorry, 8:05. So 5 minutes after the drop. Could there be a rebound at 4 minutes? Maybe, unlikely. But this is Veve's first time trying a new system, which if I've learned anything about Veve or just technology in general, the first time they try something new, there's probably about an 85% chance it's not going to work as intended or something weird's going to happen. So you can either try and take advantage of it, and maybe there's a buy button that shows up here at 8:04 and you can buy like 3 of them. And then more at 5, who knows? Or maybe there's a rebound at 8:09 because that's 4 minutes after where it says buy now here at 5 minutes, right? Like, who knows? So that's the way I'm going to approach it. Basically, just expect for things not to work as intended and try and take advantage of it if you can. So, can we talk about Drax? I would, but as you can see, I can't. Because he's standing so still. He's basically invisible. He's invisible. Like, there's nothing there. So I can't see him. But how to brain? Maybe next time. Maybe we'll catch him next time when he's moving. Compared to all the other URs, it makes no sense. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Katsu? Only clean burst I've seen in the space was Crypto Toys Star Wars drop. And even then, it was delayed a couple hours. Yeah. Any new mechanic, burn mechanic, waitlist mechanic. So the original, remember the original Disney poster? Disney poster / like potion like burn mechanic. That didn't work as intended. The gauntlet airdrop, I think that actually worked pretty cleanly, but it was like delayed. I think it was, that one was delayed, so they had to give it like an extra day. So that didn't work cleanly. I'm pretty sure, I'm about 85% sure this waitlist drop is not going to work as intended. People are either never going to get accepted, or there's going to be a bunch in the store. It's either going to like, you're going to get accepted and you're going to click buy and it's not going to work. It might allow you to buy multiples when you get whitelisted or like waitlist accepted. Who knows? Anything could happen, but just kind of keep an eye out for weird glitches and things not working as intended, and try and take advantage of it if you can. So, but cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I mean, that was a good 2.5 hour stream. No, roughly a little over an hour and a half. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Good luck on tomorrow's drop. I'll definitely be streaming more often. Now that I have a bit more time and I do want to actually start making a schedule, I'll probably do my streams like during the week. I might do one like impromptu one on the weekends if I have time, but like on the weekends, it's always just so last minute with my friends that want to like go hang out or do something, or if I want to like go randomly hit up a comic shop on the weekend, maybe I'll do a live stream and like do that. Of course, ask the guys permission if I can live stream in there. But I think it'd be kind of cool. Show you guys some comic shops out and around like the greater Phoenix area. Smash that like button, fam. Yeah, thanks for streaming. Don't be a stranger. Yeah, no, that's the plan. In Execu Speak, as you've probably noticed, I have not been uploading on my EVE Online channel like at all. So I might try and find some time, but like I'm just been way too busy with work, let alone Veve. And then if I'm trying to do both of those, like I don't even have time for a second channel. But How to Brain, Fun Under the Sun, Execu Speak, Katsu, Veve Crypt, everyone else, Matt. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and good luck on tomorrow's drop. Let's all get some SRs tomorrow.